On the afternoon of April 15th, General Secretary of the CPC Central Committee and President Xi Jinping, together with his wife Peng Liyuan, warmly bid farewell to Su Lin, General Secretary of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam and President of Vietnam, and his wife Wu Fangli, who concluded their state visit to China. Xi Jinping said that he had held extensive and in-depth discussions with General Secretary and President Su Lin on major strategic issues of shared interest, and that the two sides had reached many new and important understandings. He noted in particular that China and Vietnam are both socialist countries and should continue advancing along this chosen path, working together to build a community with a shared future for the socialist cause. He added that the two countries are close neighbors who support each other, jointly pursuing modernization and contributing to the building of a community with a shared future for humanity amid global changes. Xi Jinping said that Su Lin would travel to Guangxi the following day to gain a deeper understanding of China, and expressed China's willingness to work with Vietnam to accelerate the development of a China-Vietnam community with a shared future. Su Lin expressed gratitude to General Secretary Xi Jinping, the President of China, and the Chinese side for the warm reception extended to the high-level Vietnamese delegation. Su Lin said that the special arrangements made by China reflected deep goodwill toward Vietnam, which left a strong impression on the Vietnamese side. Vietnam-China relations are currently experiencing one of their most positive periods. The visit resulted in many important understandings, the signing of multiple cooperation agreements, and has thus far been a complete success. During this visit, both sides also witnessed the implementation of several major concepts proposed by General Secretary Xi Jinping, which have produced significant outcomes. Vietnam is willing to work with China to fully implement the important consensus reached during this visit, turning it into new momentum for advancing friendly cooperation, promoting further development between the two countries, and taking new steps toward building a higher level and strategically significant community with a shared future. In the afternoon of the same day, Su Lin also visited the History Exhibition Hall of the Communist Party of China. Tsai Che, Wang Yi, Yin Li, Wang Xiaohong, and others took part in the related activities. On the morning of April 15th, President Xi Jinping met with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing. Xi Jinping asked Lavrov to convey his sincere greetings to President Putin. Xi Jinping noted that this year marks the 30th anniversary of the establishment of the China-Russia Strategic Partnership of Coordination and the 25th anniversary of the signing of the China-Russia Treaty of Good Neighborliness, Friendship and Cooperation. The comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries has maintained a high level of development and has produced substantial cooperation across various fields. In the face of a complex and rapidly changing international environment, the stability and predictability of China-Russia relations are particularly valuable, and the vitality and significance of the Treaty of Good Neighborliness, Friendship and Cooperation have become even more evident. Both sides should work to fully implement the important consensus reached between Xi Jinping and President Putin, strengthen strategic communication, enhance diplomatic coordination, and further advance the China-Russia Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. Xi Jinping emphasized that in the context of major global changes, China and Russia should work closely together to safeguard their legitimate interests, maintain unity among countries of the global south, and demonstrate the responsibilities of major nations and permanent members of the UN Security Council. The two sides should maintain strategic focus, trust and support each other, pursue development together, and remain committed to their respective paths. Both countries should make full use of their geographical proximity and complementary strengths, deepen comprehensive cooperation, and enhance the resilience of their respective development. It is important to strengthen multilateral cooperation, firmly uphold and practice multilateralism, work together to enhance the authority and effectiveness of the United Nations, and coordinate closely within frameworks such as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and BRICS to promote a more just and equitable international order. Lavrov conveyed President Putin's greetings to President Xi. He noted that under the two leaders' strategic guidance, Russia-China relations have remained resilient despite external challenges. He said trade and investment cooperation continue to grow, people-to-people exchanges are strengthening, and coordination within the UN, SCO, BRICS, and APEC has become closer. In the face of a challenging and complex international situation, Russia is willing to work with China to implement the important consensus reached by the two heads of state, maintain high-level exchanges, deepen practical cooperation, promote people-to-people exchanges, uphold international fairness and justice, advance the development of Russia-China relations, and contribute to global peace and stability. Wang Yi attended the meeting. National security is fundamental to national rejuvenation and serves as an important foundation for the steady and long-term development of Chinese-style modernization. Today marks the 11th National Security Education Day, with this year's theme being Coordinating Development and Security to support the new journey of the 15th Five-Year Plan. In recent days, the military and local authorities have carried out national security education and awareness activities to promote the overall national security concept, enhance public understanding of national security, and build consensus and collective strength to safeguard it. The two-bomb city in Mianyang, Sichuan Province, was once an important base for China's nuclear weapons development. Local primary and secondary school students visited the site to learn about the contributions of earlier generations of scientists who worked anonymously on major national defense projects. To understand the spirit of two bombs and one satellite, and to cultivate awareness of national security.
我们要传承两弹一星精神，牢记国防安全重任，努力学习，增强国家安全意识，用实际行动守护来之不易的和平。
National security education should take place wherever the public is present. In Xiangxiang, Hunan Province, national security knowledge has been incorporated into community activities featuring games and prizes, creating a strong atmosphere that encourages the public to learn about and safeguard national security. In Shandong, Jiangxi, and other regions, military officers and soldiers visited residential communities, parks, and scenic areas to share information on topics such as identifying foreign infiltration and protecting national defense facilities, helping enhance public awareness of national security and personal protection. Everyone must remain vigilant about confidentiality, consciously safeguard state secrets, and work together to protect national security. We must not only fulfill our duties in guarding maritime borders, but also encourage local residents to participate in maintaining security, ensuring that the concept of shared responsibility for national security takes root throughout the island. Within military units, officers and soldiers have promoted the deepening of national security education through special lectures, cautionary sessions, and other activities tailored to their responsibilities. One Army brigade invited staff from the local procuratorate to provide briefings on key topics such as cybersecurity and military security, focusing on the national security law and the counter-espionage law. A naval communications station organized a scenario-based skit activity themed on security at the station, presenting real-world warning cases on stage to help officers and soldiers strengthen their sense of responsibility in safeguarding national sovereignty, security, and development interests. Through these dramatized performances, written lessons are transformed into a deeper sense of respect and awareness, helping to instill national security and rule of law concepts in subtle ways and improving understanding of security risk prevention. A recruit brigade of the Beijing Armed Police Corps designed activities suited to new recruits, helping them understand the importance of confidentiality through case studies, scenario analysis, and interactive Q&A. National security concerns the vital interests of everyone, and I will apply what I learned today to my duties to improve my capabilities. In Anhui, Heilongjiang, and other regions, officers and soldiers combined real-life military experience and national defense practices to explain political, military, and cybersecurity concepts to students using clear language and vivid examples, encouraging them to take initiative in safeguarding national security.
今后我也一定要好好学习，为保护祖国贡献自己的一份力量。
Through immersive experiences, seeds of national security and national defense education are planted in the hearts of young people, helping the overall national security concept take root and supporting their growth into a new generation capable of contributing to national rejuvenation. This morning, a fleet of Russian Navy frigates the Perfect, Gromky, and Pechenga arrived in Zhangjiang, Guangdong Province, beginning a 5-day friendly visit. At around 9 a.m., guided by the Chinese Navy vessel Chengdu, a formation of Russian naval ships flying the flags of both China and Russia slowly arrived at the pier of a military port in Zhangjiang. It is understood that all visiting vessels from the Russian side belong to the Pacific Fleet of the Russian Navy. The Russian frigate Perfect participated in China-Russia joint maritime patrols in 2021, 2022, and 2024, and visited Shanghai in 2023. The frigate Gromky took part in the Joint Sea 2020 for military exercise in July 2024. The medium-sized tanker Pechenga visited Qingdao, China, in 2024. During the visit, China and Russia will hold deck receptions, ship tour, professional exchanges, sports activities, and other events. This is the first time our ship has engaged in friendly exchanges with the Russian Navy since entering service. We hope that in the coming days, we can deepen our friendship, conduct professional and technical discussions with Russian officers and sailors, and demonstrate the professionalism and spirit of the Chinese Navy. On April 15th local time, the Chinese Navy hospital ship Silk Road Ark, carrying out the Harmony Mission 2025, successfully concluded a 7-day friendly visit and medical service mission in Papua New Guinea and set sail for China. During the visit, the Silk Road Ark provided more than 5,600 medical consultations and treatments, and sent a medical team to local hospitals for professional exchanges and friendly sports activities with the local defense forces. Given the large number of local patients and the concentration of medical needs, the hospital ship optimized its procedures, improved service arrangements, efficiently received and treated many emergency cases, and provided meaningful health support to the local population. The Silk Road Ark departed from Quanzhou, Fujian Province, on September 5, 2025, and has since made successful visits to Nauru, Fiji, Tonga, Jamaica, and other countries, providing more than 26,000 medical consultations and approximately 2,700 surgeries and procedures.